Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today is something challenge, something with tissue paper. I also counted this as tissue paper. Some old, if you have any old uh, paper from patterns, sewing patterns. Okay, it's made from tissue paper, and we're going to do something a little bit different today than we usually do with tissue paper. Usually I would decoupage with it. Nope, that's not what we're going to do. So earlier I was fiddling around and I made this little double pocket lined tissue paper bag. Okay, so that's one thing I want to do with you guys, and it can be a triple pocket because you've got your nice big deep pocket there, then this one, and then depending on how you glue it in, you can have a third pocket. Decorate, lots of room to decorate on that, and you can cover it with any tissue paper you'd like. So I think we'll dive in and do that. So what you're going to need is I've got my glue stick, and I've also got my art glitter glue, and then I've got my scissors and some stuff to decorate with, of course, here at my reach. And then I've got a display of tissue papers. Thank you, Vanessa. I think most of these came from you, honey. And I appreciate that so much. And then I have a couple of bags. I may use both of them, might not. With this, I'm also going to use, with the sewing pattern, I'm going to also use book page, okay? And maybe digital printouts as a backdrop. So let's see, which one do I want to play with here? I think I'm going to use this one. I really love this one. And I think having one of these pockets would be fun, covered in that paper. So let's go for it. So all I did earlier, now I'm looking because this one is a little bit shorter, and I'm hoping, see, on the other one I was able to like literally wrap it over, but because I'm gonna glue this in, I think I don't have to cover the whole back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the front. So what I am gonna do is leave these open, okay, because we're gonna glue them shut in a minute. These part here, we're not gonna use it as any pockets or anything. I am gonna go ahead and glue this little piece down, okay. I didn't do that on the other one, but I think I should have, so, okay. So now what I'm gonna do, since I'm not going to be, I'm picking which part I want, let me see here. Actually, this side has a long enough piece left on it. I bet I actually could get this piece to wrap around the way I did the first one. So let me try. I'm gonna cut this down. I got all of these tissue papers that are totally cool in Happy Mails. The only one that's mine that didn't come in a Happy Mail is the gold, and the bronzy one I used on this. Other than that, everything's from Happy Mails, from you precious women that I love so much. So I'm looking at this and thinking that maybe I could, though, I just don't think I want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and not do it like that. Let me look here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this part. Yeah, okay. So we are going to I want this to fold over so that we have our little pocket. So we're going to go ahead, what I'm going to do is, having this right side up, okay, I'm going to fold this bag over and kind of press this, because this is going to be a pocket here, okay. And so what I want to do is make sure that when I fold this piece up, that, yeah, so it's going to look like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some of the glue, on this part back here. And I don't need it to quite be, I don't want to waste any of this. I really like this paper. So I'm just going to glue, I'm making this much more difficult than it really is. Okay, I'm just going to take, so you've got your bag like this, flip it over with it folded up, and just put a line on the back of some glue there. Okay, and so I don't have to cut both sides down too far. Like I said, I don't want to waste any of this paper, so I'm just gonna leave myself about 1 inch on the side there because I know I'm gonna have to trim that. But we're gonna put that like that, and then and get it as straight as you can. Gee whiz sticks, I didn't get it straight. Be careful when you, if you do like I just did, you got to pull on it a little bit. But okay, all right, now straight as you can. Now you're gonna fold this, okay, back up. And we're going to put some glue on the outside front of this pocket. Okay. I didn't do the other one quite this way, so this is a first for this process to be done like this. I did it a little different on the first one I did. That's okay. We'll learn together, right? So I think I'm just going to hold that paper and fold that back down and let that kind of, I think it should be pretty evenly dispersed. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to glue this front. So I'm just going to make sure I go up around all of my edges first. Don't get it here where your thumb hole is. You don't go around that. You don't want to seal that off yet. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to trim it, but you don't want to glue your bag shut. That's all. I'm just going to run the glue. And this tissue paper glues down so nicely to this glue stick that you won't have any problem getting it to stick. That's for sure. Okay. I'm going to get my edge a little more there. Right, so now we want to do this very carefully. Just kind of fold that down and press as you go. Try to make sure it's even on there. So you don't got a bunch of bubbles, you know. Okay. All right, now. So that I want this tucked. Okay, so I'm going to trim this off at the top here. I want as much of this tucked as possible. What I should have, no, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to pull this back just slightly. I didn't do this the first time either. If I had thought about it, I would have done this before, but that's okay. We're going to trim, I'm going to trim about 1 inch because I don't want these rigid lines here and I don't want the thumb hole. And I'm just going to trim this about 1 inch of this off of the top of the bag. Get rid of that. Okay. And now I am going to go along here and trim this edge down on both sides till it's about 1/2 inch left over the edge of it. Okay. Same on both sides. All right. And now, oops. What we're going to do is we're going to use that little crease, that opening, and we're just going to tuck this in. Okay. So you're just going to tuck that over the edge. And this worked for me a lot better on the other one. Why is that? It tucked right into the edge, the corner for me on the other bag. Doesn't really matter because it's going to be fold it up anyway, but for whatever reason, this bag's not wanting to tuck as easy as the other one did. But I'm just tucking that up along that edge, okay? And then I'm gonna use, yes, I don't know why it's not doing it on this one. Must have had more of a rounded corner on that. It's all right though, it'll be hidden here in a sec. So I'm just gonna run some glue all over on the inside, and I guess I could do that there too, so it sits down on top of it. And I'm just running some glue on the inside lip of that. Okay. I didn't worry about it on the other one to do the edge here, and I just ran it on the paper itself. I didn't go under, so, and it really didn't matter. And then we're just gonna press that down. Okay. I'll grab one of my wipes. For whatever weird reason, but see, no, it's gonna show because it's on the outside. Yeah, I don't know why I did that on this side, this one. Let me see, did it do it on the other one? I don't think it did. Yeah, it didn't, it just tucked right in. I must have done it a little bit differently or something. It's okay, I'm not gonna worry about it, but okay. If you want to make sure and have some glue there, you can, like I just did, and then tuck it over its edge. Just fold it right down. I wonder if I just snip this, and that'll help it to tuck in a little bit. There we go. That seems to have worked some. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do that on this inside. Right to that edge. Tuck that down in there. Because we're going to, of course, glue this shut after this. So I even tore that one, but you can't even tell. Okay. All right. There. And then we're going to, once again, okay. Now, on this part, I'm going to go into the bag, and I'm just going to glue this little part down right here at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck this paper in. Well, I didn't put the glue first last time, and I think I'm probably going to regret it this time, but I'm going to try this instead. I went ahead and just stuck a little bit of glue in there after I tucked it in because I didn't want it to stick. Oh, okay, good. It didn't stick. It's good. I was worried it would get like messed up. Okay, and then now we're going to glue our pocket up. Okay, and there you have a double pocket. So you have this one, okay, and then you have this one here, and depending on, like I said, however you end up putting it into your journal, let me grab, gosh, I don't know, I don't have any journals here except for this one. Oops, I only have Foxglove right now, but I just wanted to show it. Oops, I went the wrong way. I just wanted to show it to you on a page here. So fits right into your journal, but it's a nice big pocket. And like I said, it can be a side pocket here or a top loading pocket there with a second loading pocket. I'll probably glue it in so that it's a side, a middle, and a top for me. But yeah, so there's that. So that's how I did the bag. And then, let's see here. I want to grab a piece of book page. So I think I'm going to use music. And I'm going to make it about half the page. And I'm going to make an envelope. So we're going to have a piece of our sewing pattern. Let me see, maybe I'll use this one right here. And the cool part with the sewing paper is that it's pretty clear. So when I do this, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that side, I think. So I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm going to make this into an envelope, okay? And I'm not really going to worry about whether it's the right way up, only because it's going to be tucked into the sewing paper. You'll see what I'm talking about in a sec. Just going to fold it over, squish it down. And then we're going to do more glue on this side. Okay. Now we're going to fold this about, say, 4 times. Okay, one more. Alright, so you can still see your music paper through it. It's nice and sturdy. I'm just going to trim. And I'm going to be sewing this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have this part here. I'm going to trim this part off. So I'm going to sew this part first. So I'm going to fold it up, okay, and it is going to be an envelope. So I'm going to do this in the corners. And okay, and it's going to fold down, and we'll have an envelope, okay? All right, and you can still see your music through it. All right, so I'm going to sew this, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I sewed our little envelope, and I think it turned out kind of cute. I went a little bit crooked, but you can't tell too bad. Mostly I think I folded this part crooked. I think that's probably where I went crooked. Anyway, but there's the envelope ready to go. And so now I'm going to grab another piece, and we're going to try something else. I love this paper. So pretty. Don't want to waste it. I'm like, I gotta be careful how I use it. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna make like a journal card out of it, okay? So we're just doing some different stuff today. I'm gonna go ahead and use this line here and hopefully be able to tear down pretty evenly since that's its pre-fold. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe, let me see something. I'm just using this as an example. I'm not going to use the music paper, but yeah, you could see through it. So I wonder if you can see through it after it's a couple of those. Okay, I'm just looking. Because some of the tissue paper, you cannot see through it. Actually, I might use that music sheet. I like that. I love music paper, you know. Okay. Now, try to be neat and tidy and keep everything in order. So, I'm thinking, let's see here, if we trim this down a little bit. You can also use, let's see, like I have like this, not that piece here. Use this one. It's a little bit cut down already. But like we could also use some digi or some scrapbook paper if you wanted like a picture to show through. I'm just looking to see if that would, see now that is distorted, so probably not, but let's see about just a regular book page to see if that is something that shows through. I'm sure it probably will. Yeah, so you could have, and you know what you can also do after you're done with these, you can Mod Podge. I love to Mod Podge, you know, on top of the book page, so we might do that with this one. But I still think I'll use the music. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna do basically, I don't want to, what do I want to say? I don't want to waste any of this. So I know that I don't need this whole piece. So I'm going to cut this up here and put it over to the side, and I'll use it for something else. Okay, and then I'm thinking I only want to use, I do not want to waste any of this, so I'm thinking I'm going to trim the bottom portion off as well, because there's just no reason not to keep as much of this as possible. It's such a beautiful paper. Okay. But I do want to do it like doubled up on there, because I think it'll look cool. Actually, I am right. I'll put that over there. Now, so I really don't care, I mean, which side's which, you know, because this is going to be probably used more like a journal card. I could also use it as a pocket, or I can make it into a tag. You know what I mean? So. Oops, I got a little tiny fold right here I need to fix. Like, sorry. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Oh, I like that. That looks so fun. This is cool. I did get inspired by somebody here a while back on YouTube for this, and I don't know the name of the channel. I will look and see if I can find the video. The bag idea was mine. I didn't get that from that channel. I just got the idea for the envelope. Yeah, and I want to give credit where credit is due, but I can't think of her name. I'll have to look. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead. I don't necessarily want this fold on here. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this little edge if I can. There we go. Off of here. I just didn't want it being overlapped where I'm gonna fold this over. Oh, I cut it. Shoot, I figured I would. Figures. It's okay, it'll be fine, but still. It's annoying. But that's me. That's Tara. She's a clumsy girl. Her nickname is Grace for a reason. Daddy called me Grace for a reason. Now I'll have to trim that off because it's peeking over the edge. That's funny. Right there. So this edge is going to get trimmed anyway, even though I didn't want it to have to be. Oh well. Now, one more fold. So I guess it's okay that I'm going to trim it. And I think I'm going to sew it again. And Mod Podge this one. So this one will take a second. We're a little crooked now because I'm crooked. Come on now. Oh man, it's sticking good. Darn it. It's sticking real good. If you are very careful, you might be able to lift that back up and lay it down and get rid of the lines. Okay, I think I can. I think I can. All right, there. I don't mind lines, but I didn't like that big, huge one in the center. Okay, so there we go. Now, we are gonna trim this along this edge. And along this edge. This side's good. Not gonna worry about that. And then down at the bottom. Okay. So you can see the music behind the insects and the flowers. I'm gonna keep that little piece. I never know what I want to eat. Might use it for. All right. Now I'm gonna grab some Mod Podge. I'm wondering, should I sew it first or Mod Podge it first and then sew it? I've sewn with my machine with Mod Podge and it gets a little sticky with needle, you know? So I'm thinking that I'll sew it first and then I'll bring it back and Mod Podge. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I have not pulled out my messy board in a while. Look at this thing, it's all messed up. But I have my Mod Podge and we are going to do one side at a time. Didn't think about that, but that's okay. We'll let it dry. Just wanted you guys to see I sewed it and it's looking cuter and cuter. Fun little project to play with your tissue papers. You could probably, I don't know how well napkins would hold up, but tissue paper's doing pretty good. Okay, let's see. Can we get this to, we're gonna make a loud noise here. Let's do our hot glue, or our hot heat tool. Sorry, couldn't think of it. And see how we do. Okay. I love the way tissue paper feels when you use the Mod Podge with it. I love paper with Mod Podge on it anyway, but tissue paper gets really cool. Very, very leathery feeling. It's drying really quick too. Not a full-blown dry, but I think enough that I could flip it over and paint the other side. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So there's that side, as you can see. And then here's the Mod Podge. So it made it, I use satin, if anybody is wondering. I don't use gloss, but I do like satin. I have matte, but I always end up going back to satin. I like the way it looks. So, okay. Okay. Pull that up. I don't want it to dry to the table there. And let's dry this little puppy out. I have been singing a lot, trying to work out my throat muscles and my vocal cords and warm them up. And I don't know, I haven't sung in any, capacity in a long time. And I feel like I need to get myself prepared just in case the Lord opens that door for me. So, all this Mod Podge is making this look really cool. Now once this dries, it'll stiffen up some, of course, and so right now it's very floppy because it's hot and moist. But as you can see, it looks cool. And now, of course, with the Mod Podge on there, the what do you call it? Stitches are going to stay down nice. So I'm just going to sit this over to the side and let it dry more thoroughly now. Well, now what should we do? Let's see. Let me grab another piece of the lovely paper. Now this time I'm going to move this and I'm going to get Mod Podge and stuff where I don't want it. Here's another one of my favorites, and I was thinking that something that lady did. She did it with the sewing tissue paper. I am thinking to do it with, oops, this is not tearing correctly, so I'm going to cut it. I am thinking to do it with the tissue paper and see how it goes. She used it in a doubled up fashion to make it nice and strong. Okay, and then let's see. Alright. There we go. I cannot mess this one up because this is like my favorite, I think, of all the ones that you sent me, Vanessa. I love it so much. So what she did was she like doubled it up. And what I think, because it's actually very strong, when it's by itself. And I'm looking here to see what I have, because I have like a piece of this that I could, not quite big enough. I need one that's bigger. I was gonna do like a piece of, not cardboard, but enough cardstock feel in there to give it some stiffness. But I'm looking here on my desk and around me to see. I may have to go get a piece. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna step right here, guys. I'm still with ya. There it is. Okay. I just need something to make it a little bit firmer. Okay, so we're gonna use some of our handy dandy paper I love so much. And I'm gonna, you know what? Let's do this. I don't need it to be, I need it almost the size of my papers, but not quite fully, because it's going to be tucked inside in the center, and we're going to make a little booklet. Okay, so we have this here. I need to trim. I'm going to make this just a little bit shorter, a little bit shorter. because I am going to be trimming off the edge over here. And we are going to put some glue, and I cannot mess this up, you guys. Okay. Got to do this right because I love this paper and I don't want to mess it up. I've been hoarding all of this paper, all the good stuff. You know, I have a tendency to hoard everything you guys send me, and I'm trying to start using stuff a little bit by little bit, you know. Because the things that, like with Vanessa, the things she sends me are coming from South Africa. And so for me, I mean, these are like complete, oh crud. See, that's what I didn't want to do, is mess this up. Come on, T. So I'll never, I mean, I would never see these papers, you know what I mean? They're not anywhere available, at least that I've seen in America. So, okay, let me just lay this out a little better. Maybe get this here. Okay, there. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to end up putting that there and then bringing that over. Okay. Just wanting to make sure everything's wanting to seal correctly here. Okay, so I know this folded up on me, this rounded up on me, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. It will calm down once it's dry and I flatten it out and stuff. So I just want it to be a nice form, crud, for the booklet. So. Okay, now here's where I need to be careful again. Of course, I'm bringing this paper over and laying it out flat. And the reason I'm not doing like the inside or anything on it too is because I kind of want it to have the feel of the paper being loose and not so tight against, like I don't mind the inside of this being, but when I glue this down, I want the feel of the tissue paper. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. And now I have to be careful because this is a little more sensitive. And hopefully I won't tear anything. I've already got a little tiny rip up there at the top, so I need to be careful the way I do this. Right there. Okay. Alright. Now, turn this around. Hold this in the corners so it lays kind of flat. And bring this over. T. Now, this part I will have to put some glue on, but I'm only going to do the edges because, again, I still want it to kind of feel loose. Right now, this, I think I will do a little edging in here, and I'm going to put enough that I'm going far enough in there so that when I trim this, it'll still be glued down, because I am going to have to trim this edge. On this side, I'll do, let's see, this side actually feels pretty sealed down, other than this little bottom part here. Okay. Right, and now I'm going to fold it in about, let's see, wait, this is still not, I'm going to do a little bit of my glue. Is this open? Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of my art glitter glue, I think. on this right here, because this corner, it's going to have to be trimmed, but this little corner doesn't want to be stuck, so we're going to make it stick. Okay, like so. The good thing about tissue paper, it will mind if you force it to. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll go ahead and fold it, and then I'm going to do like a trim along everything, and then like down here I'm going to trim across this bottom because that is hanging over. And what I was going to say is once I trim it all down, I'll do a distressing. I don't know if I'm going to sew this. I might. I really am liking that sewing experience on this. So I'm thinking I'll probably sew it. It's a little loose on this top part from what I was wanting. Didn't fold down all the way. So I may have to go ahead. Yep, I'm going to, oh, there, look at that. That piece is ripping. So yeah, we're going to fix that. We are going to fix that. So I'm just going to fold it in half and make sure it's even as possible. And we're going to do a little bit of trimming, okay? Like I said, this is all a project I've never done before. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and trim this where it's torn there, and then we are going to, I'm going to sew it so that it'll seal it together, and then I'll distress it, and yeah, it's not going to matter so much. Okay, so I'll be right back. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. So I brought along a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to put that as a backer for this journal card. That is going to be the front, and it's adorable. So that's my little journal card. And then here is our little booklet, and it is so cute. Look at that. It turned out actually really cute. So all I'm going to do now is we are going to put some paper in here. And so let's see, what do I have over here? Over here, I've got some paper. I'm going to have to coffee dye pretty soon, you guys. Yep, it's going to have to happen. I want this, I think I want it torn, so I'm going to go ahead and tear some edges off first. Actually, let me see something really quick. I just want to see. Oh yeah, if I go that way, it'll fit pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half. Okay. Right down the middle. And use my ruler and just hopefully tear this correctly. You know how bad I am at this. There. Okay. And then it'll be one piece, and then I'm going to do the same to the other piece. So it'll have what? 16, is that 8 pages or something like that? Anyway, I think it's 16 actually. I don't know, is it 8? I'll count it in a second. Once I get this formulated into position, I will figure it out. And I think I'm gonna do my glue in on this since it's the tissue paper. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe I'll do stapling. I don't know. Let me check it out first. Oh, this paper does not want to tear. Oh man, I hate this paper. It's a thicker copy paper, and it's very argumentative with me always. So yeah, it tore. That sucks. Oh well. It'll have what? It'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So let's see. And then I'm gonna have to take off. And I think I will actually just trim it. I'm not gonna mess with ripping that again, in case I don't want it to. It's crooked. Of course it's crooked. I'm just jumping in and cutting. That's not too bad. Okay, got another. There we go. No, just slightly more right here on that edge where I'm flaring out. So we're just gonna go another little bit. All right, there we go. That should do it. That should do the trick. And I think, like I said, I think I'll use my stapler. I don't want to sew right now. I'm not in the mood to do. Well, you know what? I could actually. I'm going to pause for just a sec. I'm going to sew it down the center with my machine. I was thinking I didn't want to do like a hand sew, but I will do a machine. I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so here is our little notebook. My paper's off slightly. I can see that. I'm going to have to trim this little piece up here. I had to rethread my bobbin and all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh, great. It's okay. It's good enough. It's cute. Now, I could Mod Podge on top of this. I'm not going to. I'm probably going to cover this spine with something cute because my threading is off a bit. As you can see, I'm kind of going to the side here, but I probably would have done that anyway just because I like it to look covered anyway, because I like it like that. I don't know, I'm probably not gonna, I don't know, do I want to use this big lace? It's just right here for me, but I think I'll use a smaller one. Oh, that's right, I moved it. I gotta grab my lace. Okay. Oh, you know what? I actually have in this basket a few pieces that Miss Vanessa gave me out of the box. Let's see if this one would go. I think that would be kind of cool to be able to use something that you gave me, if this would match. Let's see. It's a little off, huh? Let's see, what else do I have in here? There's so many things in here. It's all buried. Oh, you know what? I would kind of like this. I think, if I can make it work. Just my little beige. And you know what? I went to Hobby Lobby and they had sold all of these as a sale, and not that long ago. Oh, it turns out they were getting rid of them. I think that's enough. It turns out, yeah, they don't have them anymore. I was so bummed. So I'm thinking I am going to use that, but I'm going to rough this edge up by trimming it so it's not so, because I'm going to pull on it a little bit and make it kind of, you know. I might have to cut a different piece. I'm not sure. Let's see how I can do this. Maybe I can get it to lay right. I like the texture of it and the beige. I love the color. It looks kind of rusticy. Okay. Just wondering if I need to cut, because this is kind of thin right through here. This piece here. Let's see if I open it up and spread it out a little bit and then re-fold it and see what it does. Let's see. It's just a little off from the other piece. It's because it's the end piece is why, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it, you guys. I'm gonna do it. I gotta clean this up. This is gonna get dried out if I keep leaving it sit here. I should have done that while I was sewing. I should have ran and took a break and, oh well, it's too late now. I know I could pause, but Now I'm wondering, should I put the glue directly on here, or should I put the glue on this first, and then maybe I'll use Fabri-Tac. It's kind of messy. I'm very indecisive right now, aren't I? You know why? Because I'm thinking about other stuff. I'll be honest. I'm thinking about my grandson. I'm thinking about my daughter. So pray for me that I stop, dwelling on it. Can't dwell on the things that I cannot change. That's what I always tell you guys, right? I just have to surrender it to Jesus and walk in the peace that passes understanding and let Him guard my heart and my mind. Okay? Yep. I told you guys I really do have to practice what I preach. I have to do it right along with you. You're not alone. I'm not there telling you, oh, you're not doing a good job, because all of us are walking it out. We're all learning and growing and all that good stuff. Now I'm a little higher on this side than I want to be. And as I knew it would be, the Fabri-Tac is a bit messy, but it dries pretty quick for the most part, right? Okay. Now, so when I decorate this little guy, I'm going to let it dry because it's I'm going to sit it over here. I was going to say when I decorate it, I am going to have to kind of do it a little grungy, which, for me is like, yay! I love grungy. Okay, I should have wiped that off. I didn't wipe the top of that off. It's going to glue shut. Tara, honey. There we go. Okay. I'm a little tired. It's already 1:10 in the afternoon, and the reason I'm tired is because yesterday when I did the food drive, and I did the first I don't know if I told you guys all about it. I probably told you yesterday. Anyway, today is Thursday, so yesterday is the day that I went to the food drive, and I know I probably talked about it yesterday on Monday because I will be doing the Monday video, and this is Tuesday's video, so I'm hesitant to repeat myself. But I'm just still tired because it's Thursday, and it's the day after I did all that cooking and all of that, working at the food drive, helping to unload trucks and stuff like that. Just wears you out when you're my age. It does. It's something else, but it's fun. It's a blessing. And I'm getting to know my brothers and sisters at my church, which to me is just a wonderful thing. So, yeah. But if I seem still a little off, that's why. I'm tired. Okay. So, I think I'm going to do... Which side? Okay, I'm going to do this side. Okay. Oops, bring it up a little. Oops. I want to get that a little bit even. There we go. So this is going to be the journaling spot. Okay. And since it's got like bugs and insects, I call them bugs, but since it's got that kind of stuff on there, I was thinking let me see. I have some stamps that have like flowers and stuff, but I can't, where are they? Oh, here's one. Oh, this would look cute on there. You know why? Because it kind of matches our little flowers. So I'm going to put a stamp. I'm going to do a couple of little stamps on here to make it look cutesy. I'm going to do them in black since we're black and white on this one. Do them like right here. Oh man, Tara. Oh, honey. Help me, Lord. It's one of those days for me. See, it's slipping. You stop that. Now. Okay. I don't know where'd that go. Where'd that flower go? There we go. I'm just going to do it right there. And hope. There we go. It's all right. It's not terrible, right? Tell me it's not terrible. Just, what is that word I'm looking for? Patronize me. Just make me feel better. It's not so bad. And then, okay, what do we have as far as, I have some words here. What are these? Let's see. I'm just looking. If any of them kind of, you know. We could do believe. That would be cute. Pull that back out and use it again. Believe. Okay. And I was thinking, do I have, yes, I do. I was gonna do like a little, I wish I had 3 little dots, but I only have the 1. So we're gonna try to do these as even as possible, okay? Oh no, did I just do that? Yes. I got black. Oh man. Well, I'm going to be decorating this, so now I'll have a spot, unless this comes off. I'll have a spot I need to cover, it looks like. Sheesh. I'm just a fun little, what do they call that? A hot mess today? Doot. It's kind of a big dot, isn't it? Stop sticking. Doot. And boop. There, good enough. It's off a little bit, just slightly. Believe. There we go. And then we'll decorate the front. What time is it? Oh, we did pretty good. I did 3 different fun little projects with, oops, I'm on the wrong side of the window. I'm like, why is that not sticking? There's that. Put this back where it goes so I don't lose it. Oh, it's not sticking. Come on now, baby. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Stick to your pad here. I don't know why that song came to my head, but it did. All right. And what did we make? Let's see. We made our little journal card. We made this little guy, which it's almost dry. It's headed that way. And we made... Where's my, I know you're here. Where are you at? Oh, and the envelope. And, gosh, we actually made quite a bit today, didn't we? And we made our little bag pocket. Okay? And I'm wondering if we could do a slight little decorating on this. Let's see, let's grab the black. We're going to do this little card. We're gonna edge this. I don't ever edge with black, so it's always fun when I do. And just adding that copy paper to the back is causing it to stiffen up a little more. Okay. And then I'll do this side, and so I hope you guys felt inspired today to do something with your tissue paper. Have some fun. I'm going to move these little guys out of the way. Okay, and I'm thinking, what do I want to put on here? You know, it would look pretty. I have some black lace that I haven't used black lace in a long time, and I miss it actually. I used to use it like all the time. I used it a lot. Let's see. And I'm gonna use my black, because you know I'm gonna put a person on here, because you know me. I gotta do my kids and my ladies and my gentlemen. I just have to. Can't help myself. But I'm thinking who would look good on this. we want. Look through here and see. I've had 3 packs of these, and I have 3 of these girls. So that tells me I've never used them, any of them. That's funny. These girls would look good here, standing in. And because it's black and white, I might leave them. I don't ever do that, but I might actually leave them as their color because of the color scheme. I have got such a mess over here, you guys. You know me, messy girl. That's your Tara. Okay. Just getting a little bit of water. I can't do much because it's got that Mod Podge. I got to be careful. Just damp enough to scooch this around a little without messing up my Mod Podge too much. I love that effect of the woody stick. Oh, I just love it. I think it's so fun to do this to Billow. And I noticed something the other day when I tap it, it kind of gets rid of streaks and gives it kind of a bumpier effect of, I don't know, more organic, I guess. A little more muffled edges, you know, like, I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. So it looks more like the ground, you know. I like that. All right. Now, my ladies. And then, let's see. I was thinking, I'm not sure what color it's in. Let me see. Together. What else could we put here? Or we could do love. A mommy and her daughter. Just glancing through here real quick. And you know what I might do too is, let's see really fast. Here I have these little, yeah, something like this. Let's see, to maybe add some color. I don't know. Maybe do a little bit of something behind them. I love this, you know, I think I'm gonna leave it because I love the napkin so much that I don't really want to do too much to this. Or not the napkin, the tissue paper. I think it's so pretty. I think just with the lace, I think that'll do it for me. Do you know what I've never done is a black and white journal? Might be fun to do. I've seen them and they're beautiful usually, but I've never done. Okay, I've got to open this back up. It's dried itself shut. Let me see. Grab a needle. I'm almost done. I just wanted to decorate one of them with you so that you could see, you know, how it ended up. Now, should I do down there or up there or on the side? I kind of like the little side. No, I was going to do the, that's right. I was going to do the lace. Do I want to do the lace on the bottom or the top? Let's take a little gander. I think I want to do, I mean, not the top. Oh wait, maybe the top would look cute. Top or the side? I think I like the top. We'll trim it off in a sec. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll do this at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and commit to that. Oh man, this piece has got a folded piece on it. Dang it. I'm gonna have to cut it again. Sorry guys. I'm almost done. I was gonna tell you guys, I was reading some of your comments to me earlier before I came on the video, and I just remembered I was gonna tell you guys, you're so sweet to me, and I get so encouraged, and lately I haven't been answering as quick as I usually do, and I want to apologize. I've just had so much on my mind, and I know y'all understand, because you're all like that. You're very giving, and you're very forgiving, but I want to acknowledge that I'm aware that I haven't been answering your messages as fast as I usually do, and I just wanted you to know that I read them every single morning. It is the first thing I do, actually. I do. I read your messages first thing. And then they look so pretty on that background. The flower coming out behind her and all that. But I just wanted y'all to know I love you, and that what you say to me and the way that you encourage me. And Gina, thank you so much for your gift. You've been so supportive in the super chat gift, and I love you. Thank you, honey, because it does help a lot. And yeah, I love you guys. You're just wonderful. You're wonderful people. God blessed me with all of you as my friends, and I don't take it for granted. So I just wanted to tell you thank you. So there's our little, and now it's stiffening up with that paper on the back. That really helped. So there we go. There's our little card, or journaling card, with our tissue paper wrapped around our music paper. And we did end up Mod Podging or decoupaging, but I didn't do it on all of them. Like I said, we made that. We made our cute little bag, which I think is a lot of fun. We made our little cutesy. I'm going to do this one grungy, and I'm probably going to put a couple of little pockets on the inside and back and front, and that'll be a little notebook. But it feels so cool. It just feels really cool. So having it loose like that. And then we did our envelope, which I'll probably do like a policy type closure on this. One here and one there, you know, where you do your thread, you know, the baker's twine or whatever. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do with this one. Let's trim that off. Just this little edge here. And let's see, real quick, we'll just, not with you, but with you, let's go ahead and try and do a little, I know I'm running over, but I wanted you guys to see. Yeah, that looks cool. Look at that, the sewing paper. That looks very cool against that yellow paper. Yep. So that'll get distressed and decorated, and voila. You have an adorable little envelope for your junk journal. So I hope you guys felt inspired, and if you did receive any value from this video, please hit like for me and possibly share the video. And if you're not a part of the Tara's Take family, please subscribe to the channel and help us out. And then also you can join our Facebook group, Creative Cuties. There's a link to the Facebook group in the video below, and also in the community or about section of the channel. What am I forgetting? I think that's it. Thank you so much for all of your support and your love and your graciousness, and I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless each and every one of you. I love you very much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.